Welcome to our health channel, where today we're diving into GERD, a common yet often misunderstood condition. Let's unravel it together. Picture this, a burning sensation gripping your chest, especially after indulging in your favorite